At 30, I'm good at what I do, slinging lattes, charming customers, and keeping the chaos of rush hour in check. But to my husband's family, I'm just the coffee girl, a nobody who somehow snagged their golden boy Ryan Caldwell. I wipe down the espresso machine, its chrome surface catching the neon glow of our sign outside. The urban grind is my sanctuary: exposed brick walls, mismatched wooden tables, and a vibe that screams, stay a while. Marcus, my boss, is in the back, probably tinkering with his latest coffee blend, while Lily, my coworker and closest friend here, chats up a regular at the counter. I glance at the clock, 4 p.m. 2 hours until my shift ends, and I'm already dreading the drive to Hollywood Hills for another Caldwell family dinner. Ryan's mother, Evelyn Caldwell, is a force of nature, a real estate mogul who walks into rooms like she owns them, and she usually does. She's never liked me, not since Ryan brought me to their sprawling mansion 3 years ago, my hands still smelling of coffee grounds. To her, I'm a stain on the Caldwell legacy, a working-class girl from a nowhere town who didn't go to college and doesn't belong in their world of gala fundraisers and private clubs. Ryan's sister Sophia is no better. She's an influencer with 1 million followers, always snapping selfies in designer dresses and dropping not-so-subtle digs about my cute little job on social media. Ryan, though, he used to be different. He used to love my independence, my hustle. But lately he's been pulling away his eyes, avoiding mine when I talk about my day. Tonight's dinner is at their mansion, a glass and steel monstrosity overlooking the city's twinkling lights. I'm not looking forward to it, but I put on a brave face like always. As I steam milk for a cappuccino, my mind drifts to last week when I overheard something that's been gnawing at me ever since. It was at Evelyn's office in Beverly Hills, a sleek space with marble floors and modern art that probably costs more than my annual salary. I'd stopped by to drop off Ryan's forgotten phone, he's always leaving it somewhere, and found Evelyn and Sophia huddled over her desk, their voices low. A gold envelope sat between them, sealed with a wax stamp like something out of a movie. "It's the perfect gift for Emily's birthday," Evelyn said, her tone dripping with something I couldn't quite place. "Family business, darling," she added when she saw me tucking the envelope away. Sophia smirked, her perfectly manicured nails tapping her phone. I smiled, pretending I hadn't heard, and left. Part of me hopes it's a peace offering. Maybe Evelyn's finally warming up to me after 3 years of cold shoulders. Maybe it's an invitation to one of her exclusive events, a chance to prove I'm more than what she thinks. But deep down, a knot in my stomach tells me it's something else entirely. The dinner at the Caldwell mansion is as excruciating as I expected. The dining room is a cathedral of wealth, crystal chandelier, mahogany table, and a view of Los Angeles that makes you feel like you're floating above the world. Evelyn sits at the head, her silver hair pulled back, her eyes sharp as she dissects me with every glance. Sophia's on her phone, no doubt, live tweeting the evening to her adoring fans. Ryan sits next to me, but he might as well be a stranger, his attention fixed on his plate. "Emily, dear," Evelyn says, her voice like honey laced with venom. "How's the coffee business?" "Still grinding beans for the masses." The table chuckles her friends, a couple of real estate tycoons and a hedge fund guy who keeps checking his Rolex. I force a smile, my cheeks burning. "It's great," I say, keeping my tone light. "We had a line out the door today. People love what we do at the urban grind." Charming, Evelyn replies, sipping her wine. "But surely you aspire to more, something befitting Ryan's future." Her eyes flick to Ryan, who shifts uncomfortably but says nothing. I grip my fork a little tighter. "I'm happy where I am. I lie, though. The truth is, I've been sending out resumes for months, chasing jobs in tech or hospitality that might impress her. Over 50 rejections so far, each one a tiny stab to my confidence. But I won't let her see that." Sophia looks up from her phone, her lips curling. "Oh, Emily, you're so authentic. It's cute. But don't you ever want to, level up?" She says it like she's offering life advice, but I know better. Last week, she posted a photo of herself at a rooftop bar with the caption, "Dream big or go home, number no small lives." The comments were brutal, filled with veiled jabs at me, like, "Some people are happy serving coffee forever, lol." I didn't confront her. What's the point? She'd just play innocent. Ryan finally speaks, his voice low. "Let's change the subject, okay?" But he doesn't look at me, and that hurts more than Evelyn's words. I used to think he was my ally, the one who saw me for me. Now I'm not so sure. Back at our apartment, a modest one-bedroom in Echo Park, nothing like the Caldwell estate. I can't sleep. Ryan's already out cold, his back to me. I slip out of bed and sit at the kitchen table, my laptop glowing in the dark. I'm halfway through an online business management course on Coursera, something I started to prove I'm more than a barista. The assignments are brutal and I'm exhausted from 12-hour shifts, but I'm acing it. My professor even emailed me last week saying I have a natural knack for leadership. I cling to those words like a lifeline. But then I open my email and see another rejection from a tech startup. We appreciate your application, but we're looking for candidates with more formal education. I stare at the screen, my chest tight. I dropped out of college at 19 to help my mom after dad left. No degree, no connections, just me and my work ethic. Evelyn's voice echoes in my head, "You're not enough." I pull out a notebook and start writing a letter to myself, something I've done since I was a kid. "Dear Emily," I write, "you are not what they say you are. You're stronger than this. Keep going." The words feel hollow tonight, but I fold the paper and tuck it into my pocket. It's a promise even if I don't fully believe it yet. A week before my 31st birthday, I'm at the Urban Grind frothing milk for a regular named Clara, a sweet older woman who always tips in quarters and calls me darling. She's a retired CEO, though you'd never guess it from her cardigans and warm smile. Today, she lingers at the counter watching me work. "You've got a gift, Emily," she says. "The way you handle this place, calm under pressure, making everyone feel seen." That's rare. I laugh, embarrassed. "It's just coffee." "It's never just coffee," she says, her eyes twinkling. "You're running a room full of egos and chaos. That's management material." Her words stick with me as I finish my shift. Marcus, who's been like a big brother since I started here, overhears and chimes in. "Clara's right. You're a natural. Ever think about moving up hospitality? Maybe I used to manage a hotel, you know. I could teach you a thing or two." I raise an eyebrow. Marcus, with his flannel shirts and coffee obsession, a former hotel manager. "You're full of surprises," I say, but I'm intrigued. He promises to show me a signature coffee blend he created, one that landed him a job at a fancy hotel years ago. It's a small gesture, but it feels like a spark of hope. That night, I get an email that stops my heart. It's from the Lux Resort, a 5-star hotel in Santa Monica. They want me to interview for a customer service manager position, $55,000, a year housing included, and a clear path to promotion. They saw my resume and loved my experience at the Urban Grind, saying my ability to handle high-pressure environments is exactly what they need. I read the email 3 times, my hands shaking. This could change everything. I don't tell Ryan. Not yet. He's been acting strange lately, overly attentive, asking about my schedule, insisting we plan my birthday party at the Urban Grind. "It'll be unforgettable," he says, but his smile doesn't reach his eyes. Evelyn and Sophia are in on it too, talking up this special surprise. I want to believe it's something good, but that gold envelope haunts me. As I close my laptop, I touch the bracelet on my wrist, the one Ryan gave me when we were dating. "Be you," it says, etched in silver. I used to think he meant it. Now I'm not so sure. But I'm starting to realize that maybe, just maybe, I don't need his approval or anyone's to be enough. The days leading up to my 31st birthday feel like walking through a minefield. Every shift at the Urban Grind is a refuge, but the moment I step outside, the weight of the Caldwell family's judgment presses down on me. I'm still reeling from the email from the Lux Resort, but I keep it locked away, a secret I'm not ready to share, not even with Ryan. His sudden warmth, the way he's been hovering, feels like a performance. Evelyn and Sophia are in on it too, their cryptic smiles and whispered plans about my birthday party setting my nerves on edge. That gold envelope I saw in Evelyn's office looms in my mind like a storm cloud. Monday morning, I'm at the Urban Grind, grinding beans for the morning rush. The shop is alive, customers tapping away on laptops, the hiss of the espresso machine, and Lily's laugh as she teases a regular about his complicated order. Marcus is in the back teaching me his signature coffee blend, a rich mix of Ethiopian and Colombian beans that smells like heaven. "This got me a job at the Ritz years ago," he says, his eyes crinkling with pride. "You nail this, Emily, and you'll have every hotel in LA begging for you." I laugh, but my heart isn't fully in it. Last night, I found something that's been eating at me. While Ryan was in the shower, his phone buzzed on the counter. I didn't mean to snoop, but the notification was from Evelyn, and curiosity got the better of me. I unlocked his phone, his password's been my birthday since we met, and opened the email. "You're right, Mom," it read. "If she doesn't step up in 6 months, I'm done. She's not cut out for our future." My hands shook as I read it, each word a knife to the chest. Ryan, my Ryan, the man who once said he loved my grit, was ready to throw me away. I deleted the notification before he saw it, but the betrayal burned. I haven't confronted him. What would I say? That I know he's plotting with his mother to ditch me. Instead, I pour my energy into work and my Coursera course. After my shift, I sit in my car, parked outside our apartment, and study until midnight. The course is brutal case studies, financial models, leadership theories, but I'm killing it. My professor emails me feedback on my latest assignment. "Emily, your insights into team dynamics are exceptional. You're a natural leader." I save the email, a small lifeline in the chaos. But the rejections keep coming. Another tech startup emails me, "We're seeking candidates with a bachelor's degree." Another hotel lacking sufficient managerial experience. I've lost count at 62 rejections. Each one feels like Evelyn's voice in my head, "You're not enough." One night alone in our cramped living room, I break. I sit on the floor surrounded by printed rejection emails and cry until my throat aches. I pull out my notebook and write another letter to myself. "Dear Emily, they don't define you. You are enough. Keep fighting." I fold it and slip it into my pocket next to the first one. It's a ritual now, a way to anchor myself. Evelyn's attacks get worse. At a charity gala in Beverly Hills, she pulls a stunt that makes my blood boil. The event is at a swanky hotel, all chandeliers and champagne flutes, and I'm there as Ryan's +1. I'm wearing a simple black dress, the best I could afford, but I feel like a fish out of water among the designer gowns and Rolexes. Evelyn, radiant in a red gown, spots me and calls over a waiter. "Oh, Emily dear, why don't you help with the drinks? You're so good at serving." The room laughs and my face burns. She's orchestrated this. She told the event staff I'm a server, not a guest. I want to run, but I grit my teeth, smile, and say I'm here to enjoy the evening, Evelyn. But I'm happy to recommend a good barista if you need one. The crowd chuckles, and for a moment I feel a spark of victory. But the humiliation lingers. Sophia takes it to another level. I wake up one morning to find my phone buzzing with notifications. She's posted a photo on Instagram, her at a rooftop bar, captioned, "Chasing dreams, not lattes, number level up." The comments are vicious. "Some girls are stuck pouring coffee forever, number coffee girl fail." The hashtag trends locally, and I know it's no accident. Sophia's weaponized her followers to tear me down. I scroll through the hate, my stomach churning, until Lily calls me. "Don't look at that garbage," she says. "You're better than her. Let's fight back." Lily's idea is simple but brilliant. She films me at the Urban Grind crafting a perfect latte art heart while chatting with customers. "This is Emily," she narrates, "the heart of our shop, making your day better one cup at a time." She posts it on the shop's social media, and it gets a few thousand likes, enough to drown out some of Sophia's noise. It's not much, but it's a start. Clara, our regular, sees it and pulls me aside the next day. "I know someone at the Luxe Resort," she says, her eyes gleaming. "I sent them your resume. They're impressed." I'm stunned. Clara, with her quarters and cardigans, is my guardian angel. The interview at the Luxe Resort is surreal. The hotel is a dream, white marble, floors, ocean views, and a lobby that smells like jasmine. I'm nervous, but I channel every skill I've honed at the Urban Grind, staying calm under pressure, reading people, solving problems on the fly. I even demonstrate Marcus's signature blend, pouring a perfect cup for the hiring manager. "You've got something special," she says. "We need people who can handle chaos with a smile." 2 days later, the offer comes: customer service manager, $55,000 a year, housing included. I also get an offer from a tech startup, but I turn it down. Tech isn't my passion, hospitality is. I've been working on an idea for an app to connect service workers with upscale job opportunities, and I pitch it during the interview. The manager loves it, saying it could be a game changer. I keep it all a secret. Ryan's acting weirder by the day, checking my schedule, texting me about the birthday party. "Mom's got something big planned," he says, his voice tight. Evelyn calls to confirm the party at the Urban Grind, her tone syrupy. "We'll make it a night to remember, Emily." I nod into the phone, my gut twisting. That gold envelope flashes in my mind, and I know it's not a peace offering. The night before the party, I'm at Santa Monica Pier needing air. The Ferris wheel glows against the night sky, and the ocean's rhythm calms me. I sit on a bench, rereading the Lux offer on my phone. For the first time in months, I feel hope. I scream into the wind, a mix of joy and relief, tears streaming down my face. Whatever's coming tomorrow, I'm ready. My 31st birthday dawns bright and hot. The urban grind is decked out string lights, balloons, a playlist of my favorite jazz tunes. Marcus and Lily have outdone themselves, and customers are buzzing with excitement. I'm in my element, pouring drinks, laughing with regulars, but my nerves are on edge. Ryan arrives with Evelyn and Sophia, all three dressed like they're walking a red carpet. Evelyn's in a tailored suit, Sophia's in a glittering dress, and Ryan's in a blazer that probably costs more than my rent. The room watches them, and I feel the weight of their presence. The night rolls on, and I'm almost relaxed until Evelyn stands tapping her glass. "A toast to Emily," she says, her smile sharp. "Our dear coffee girl who's persisted." The crowd laughs, but it's uneasy. She hands me a gold envelope, the one I saw in her office. "A gift from the family," she says, her eyes glinting. Ryan shifts beside her, his face pale. Sophia's holding her phone, filming. I open the envelope with trembling hands. Inside is a divorce agreement, Ryan's signature already scrawled across it. The terms are brutal. I get nothing, no alimony, no assets. The room goes silent, all eyes on me. Evelyn's smile widens, expecting me to crumble. Sophia's camera is rolling, hungry for my humiliation. A reporter invited by Evelyn to capture my downfall hovers nearby. I take a deep breath, my heart pounding but my voice steady. "Thank you, Evelyn," I say loud enough for everyone to hear. This is exactly what I needed. I pull a pen from my apron, sign the papers with a flourish, and slide them back to her. "You've just set me free." The crowd murmurs, confused. Evelyn's smile falters. I pull a folded paper from my pocket, not my letter to myself, but the printed email from the Lux Resort. "While you were planning this," I say, "I was planning my future. I've been offered a job as customer service manager at the Lux Resort in Santa Monica, $55,000 a year, housing included, and a path to promotion." I pause, letting it sink in. "Oh, and I turned down a tech job because I'm chasing my dream, not yours." The room erupts in applause. Marcus steps forward, grinning. "Emily's the best of us," he says. "She's got more grit than all of you combined." Lily's next to him, cheering. Clara in the crowd winks at me. I turn to Evelyn, whose face is a mask of shock. "One last thing," I say, pouring a cup of Marcus's signature blend and sliding it to her. "This is the last coffee I'll ever make for you. Enjoy it." Sophia's still filming, her hands shaking. Ryan tries to speak, but I cut him off. I pull off the BU bracelet and set it on the table in front of him. "You forgot what this meant," I say. But I didn't. I pull out my notebook, unfold the letter I wrote to myself, and read aloud, "Dear Emily, you are enough. Keep fighting." My voice cracks, but I stand tall. The crowd roars, and the reporter, who I later learn was tipped off by Lily, scribbles furiously. Evelyn, Ryan, and Sophia are frozen, their plan in ruins. As I walk away head high, I hear Sophia's phone ping. She's accidentally posted the video, and the comments are already flooding in, calling out their cruelty. By morning, number coffee girl fail will be their downfall, not mine. The morning after my 31st birthday, I wake up to the sound of my phone buzzing like a beehive. I'm still in my Echo Park apartment, the divorce papers folded neatly on the kitchen table, a reminder of the night that changed everything. I rub my eyes and check my notifications. My inbox is flooded, messages from friends, coworkers, even strangers. The video Sophia posted, the one meant to humiliate me, has gone viral, but not in the way she planned. The hashtag number #CoffeeGirlFail is trending, but the comments are a tidal wave of support for me. "Emily's a queen," one reads. "The Caldwells are trash for this," says another. I scroll, my heart pounding, until I see a post from the Los Angeles Times. A reporter, Lily's contact, I later learn, published an article titled "Barista's Brave Stand: How Emily Harper Turned Humiliation into Triumph." My face stares back at me from the screen mid-speech at the urban grind, my eyes fierce. I should feel vindicated, but instead, I feel exposed. The world knows my story now, and it's overwhelming. I text Lily, "What did you do?" She replies, with a winking emoji, "Just got you some justice." "You're welcome." Marcus sends a photo of the urban grind packed with customers holding signs that say Team Emily. Clara, my guardian angel, regular leaves a voicemail. You did it, darling. I'm so proud. I listened to it twice, tears prickling my eyes. Ryan texts me at noon. Emily, I'm sorry. Can we talk? I stare at the message, my thumb hovering over the reply button. Part of me wants to scream at him to ask how he could betray me after everything we built. But another part, the stronger part, knows he's not worth it. I delete the message and block his number. The BU bracelet is still on the table from last night. I pick it up, run my fingers over the engraving, and toss it into a drawer. I don't need it anymore. I know who I am. 2 weeks later, I'm standing on the balcony of my new apartment in Santa Monica, a perk of my job at the Luxe Resort. The ocean stretches out before me, waves crashing softly, the air's salty and clean. The apartment is small but modern, with floor-to-ceiling windows, and a view that makes my heart ache with possibility. It's a far cry from the cramped Echo Park place I shared with Ryan, where every corner held a memory of his growing distance. Here, I'm free. My first day at the Luxe is a whirlwind. The hotel is a palace, marble floors, chandeliers that sparkle like stars, and guests who expect perfection. As customer service manager, I'm thrown into the deep end, handling VIP complaints, training new staff, and keeping the chaos behind the scenes invisible. But I thrive on it. The skills I honed at the urban grind, reading people, staying calm under pressure, making everyone feel seen, come alive here. My boss, Miss Rivera, pulls me aside after a week. You're a natural, Emily, she says. Keep this up and you'll be running your own department in no time. I pour myself into the job, but I don't stop there. At night, I work on my app idea, the one I pitched during my interview. It's called Connect Serve, a platform to link service workers like me with high-end hospitality jobs. I sketch wireframes on my laptop, fueled by coffee and ambition. Clara, who's become a mentor, connects me with a tech developer friend who thinks the idea has legs. You're building something real, she tells me, over lunch at a beachside cafe. Don't let anyone tell you it's small. Within 6 months, I'm promoted to regional manager, overseeing customer service for 3 Luxe properties. My salary jumps to $70,000, and I'm invited to speak at a hospitality conference in San Diego. Standing on stage, sharing my story, dropout to barista to manager, I feel a rush I've never known. The audience claps, and a woman in the front row, a hotel owner, hands me her card afterward. Your app, she says, I want in. I walk off that stage feeling like I'm finally enough. While I'm building my new life, the Caldwells are unraveling. Sophia's viral video backfires spectacularly. She tried to delete it, but screenshots spread like wildfire. In a panic, she posted a rambling apology on Instagram, claiming it was a misunderstanding. But then, she made a fatal mistake. She accidentally shared a screenshot of her texts with Evelyn, where they plotted to teach Emily a lesson. One message from Evelyn read, "She'll crack under pressure. They always do." The internet exploded. Number Caldwell cruelty trended for days. And Sophia sponsors luxury brands, makeup companies, dropped her like a hot potato. Her follower count plummeted and her influencer career tanked. Evelyn's empire took a hit too. The Los Angeles Times article caught the eye of a local watchdog group which dug into her real estate dealings. Turns out some of her high-profile projects involved questionable permits and shady partnerships. A major client, a hotel chain, pulled out of a $10 million deal, and her name became toxic in the industry. I read about it in the paper one morning, sipping coffee on my balcony. I don't smile. I don't gloat. I just feel nothing. Their downfall isn't my victory. It's their own doing. Ryan tries to reach out again, this time through a mutual friend. He's been ostracized in the tech world, his startup struggling after investors caught wind of his role in the scandal. He's a mess, the friend says. He knows he screwed up. I nod, but I don't respond. Ryan chose his path just like I chose mine. A year after the birthday showdown, I'm invited to speak at a career development workshop in downtown LA. The room is packed with young professionals, many from backgrounds like mine, no fancy degrees, just grit. I tell them about the urban grind, the rejections, the letter I wrote to myself. I tell them about the night I signed my divorce papers and turned humiliation into triumph. You don't need anyone's approval to be enough, I say, my voice steady. Your worth isn't in their eyes, it's in what you do when the world bets against you. The room erupts in applause, and I catch Marcus and Lily in the back, grinning like proud parents. After the talk, a man approaches me. He's in his 40s wearing a casual blazer and introduces himself as Tom, a venture capitalist. Clara sent me, he says. I read about you in the Times. Your app ConnectServe, it's brilliant. I want to fund it. I'm speechless, but I shake his hand, promising to send him a pitch. Later that week, I meet him and his team, and they offer $200,000 to develop a prototype. It's not a fortune, but it's a start. I'm not just a barista or a manager anymore, I'm a creator building something that could change lives. I still visit the urban grind when I can. Marcus has framed the Los Angeles Times article on the wall right next to the espresso machine. Lily's training new baristas, passing on the tricks I taught her. Clara still comes in always with a smile and a quarter tip. You're a star, darling, she says, and I believe her. One evening, I'm back at Santa Monica Pier, the same place I went the night before my birthday. The Ferris wheel glows and the ocean whispers its steady rhythm. I pull out the letter I wrote to myself that dark night in Echo Park. Dear Emily, you are enough. Keep fighting. I read it one last time, then tear it into tiny pieces. The wind catches them, scattering them into the sea. I don't need the letter anymore. I've proven it to myself. I think about the Caldwells sometimes, but not with anger. They tried to break me, but they only broke themselves. Their cruelty was the key that unlocked my freedom. I've built a life I love, surrounded by people who see me, Marcus, Lily, Clara, and the new friends I've made at the Lux. I've learned that resilience isn't just surviving, it's turning pain into power, shame into strength. I'm Emily Harper, and I'm not just enough, I'm unstoppable. A few months later, ConnectServe launches its beta version. It's rough, but hotels and restaurants are signing up and service workers are finding jobs they never thought possible. A local news channel runs a story on it, calling me the barista who built a bridge for others. I blush at the title, but I'm proud. I start a blog sharing my story and asking readers, what's the moment you proved them wrong? The responses flood in stories of people overcoming doubt, just like me. One day, I get an email from a producer. They want to turn my story into a short film, a tale of resilience for a streaming platform. I hesitate, then say no. My life isn't a show, it's real and I'm living it. But I agree to consult, to make sure they get it right. As I walk to my office at the Lux, the sun setting over the Pacific, I feel a peace I've never known. The Caldwells are a distant memory, their voices drowned out by the life I've built. I'm not their coffee girl anymore. I'm Emily Harper, and I'm home.